Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Zendan Online. My name is Erin, and this is a short morning stretch class to get you going in the morning. So, if you are feeling groggy in the mornings or you're just in a mood, you're not having it, this can help elevate your energy level, feel more comfortable in your body, and just get things a little loosened up, a little bit more relaxed. It's a quick video you can do while you're waiting for your coffee to brew or you're waiting for your turn to take a shower even. And it's nice to do in the morning because it feels like you can already check something off of your list. You feel accomplished in the morning doing something kind of right off the bat for yourself, because we all know that once the day gets started, the thing that we wanted to do for ourselves might get swept to the back. So committing to just a few minutes in the morning to move and stretch can be just what you need to feel a little bit more proactive in your life and a little bit more accomplished while we're at home still. So we are going to start in a child's pose position. So we're going to bring our knees out a little bit wider than the rest of our body, wider than our hips, bringing our knees to the edges of our mat. And then we're gonna walk our hands forward and reach our arms as long as we can, and then allow our forehead to come down to the ground. And we're taking a nice long stretch through the arms here. So if it's available to you, keep the elbows off the ground so you start to awaken the back body into the shoulders. And we'll take 5 deep breaths here. From here, we're slowly gonna lift our bodies away from the ground. We're keeping our legs in this child's pose position, and we're just shifting our weight forward, allowing our hips to drop and our head to lift. You might have to adjust your hands a little bit depending on the length of your arms in your child's pose. So getting a nice opening through the hips and chest, lifting through the crown of head. We're gonna slowly move back and forth between a child's pose and then this modified cobra, almost, this modified cat cobra. So moving slowly to wake the hips up, to stretch into the shoulders, to lengthen through the spine. And thinking about linking our breath with our movement, we're inhaling as we come into this modified cobra and exhaling as we come into our child's pose. And we'll do that 2 more times. And last one. And this time we'll slowly come into a tabletop position. We're gonna walk our knees under our hips and our hands under our shoulders. And we'll take some more traditional cat-cows here, letting the belly drop and the head and tailbone lift. And then arching through the spine, dropping the head and tailbone towards the ground. We're slowly moving back and forth here, inhaling up, exhaling to round. And we'll do this a few times. Move at your own pace here. So you might be going slower than me or faster than me. It is the morning, so give your spine a few moments to wake up, start articulating, start finding space. And last one. From here, we're going to come to an upright kneeling position. So our knees are still underneath our hips, and we're in this nice tall stack position. And we're going to come into a little bit of a cobra stretch, camel stretch, a baby camel stretch. So our arms are going to reach up overhead, and then we're going to circle them around and bring the palms to the back, to our lower backs here. Fingertips can either point down the body, or you can make fists with your hands and bring it to your sacrum, kind of that low, flat, bony part of your back. From here, you're thinking about a string connected to your chest, lifting towards the sky. You're drawing your shoulders and your elbows back, and your heart center is lifting forward, stretching across the chest. This can feel really intense in the morning, especially if you sleep kind of curled up in a ball. This is a huge counter stretch, so take a few moments here to breathe, and you're pressing either the tops of your feet into the ground, or you can tuck your toes under if that makes you feel more stable. One more big inhale. And as you exhale, slowly come back up. Good, we're gonna stay here and we're gonna start to circle our arms. So our right arm is gonna lift up and then back, and then our left arm is gonna lift up and back, almost like we're doing a backstroke while swimming. Really starting to move through the shoulder, through the arm, and just allowing for any crunchies, any stickiness to kind of break up from our night. And one more on each side. Good. From here, we're gonna step our right foot forward and come into a lunge. And in this lunge, we wanna think about keeping our knees stacked over our right ankle. And again, the top of that left foot's pressing into the ground. So we're nice and stacked here. I'm gonna have my right hand on my right thigh. My left arm is sweeping up as I shift my weight forward and then coming back down. So it's nice and slow. You're doing a little shift here. I'm still having my right ankle, my right heel on the ground. So if your foot's back and it's kind of popping up, step it out a little bit further, opening up through the chest maybe, and then drawing back. So taking this where you want it to go, but you're really stretching through the front of the left side now into that hip flexor, and then all the way up through the torso. And if you want to incorporate a little bit of a back extension here, you can. Just depends on how the body feels. And we'll do that one more time on this side. And slowly bringing that left arm down, stepping that right knee back and the left foot forward. So same stretch, opposite side, nice and stacked. Left knee over the left ankle, pressing the top of the right foot into the ground. We're gonna start to sweep with the arm as we shift our weight forward and then draw it back. Make sure that the left heel stays on the ground. And you can take this as far as you want to go. So if you're feeling really stiff and you're here, that's totally okay. If you feel like there's space to incorporate a little bit of a back extension as you reach the arm up, feel free to do that as well. Remember, we're just waking up nice and slowly, and everyone's body feels different, especially in the morning. So move at your own pace. And we'll do 2 more of these. And slowly coming back to that starting position. We're gonna step our left knee back, bring our hands to the ground, and get ready for a downward dog. Now this will be our first down dog of the morning, so we're gonna start with soft knees. We're pressing the palms into the ground, making L shapes with the thumb and the pointer finger, really connecting from the palm, the knuckle, all the way to the tip of the finger. We're tucking our toes under, and as we shift our hips high and back, we're gonna keep those knees soft at first. Our head's coming in between our bicep, and we're lengthening through the spine, and then slowly we're gonna start to extend these legs. So give it some time, start to walk out one heel at a time, feeling the back of the legs start to wake up. Say hello to the hamstrings. We'll do this for about 2 more deep breaths. And And from here, you can slowly start to walk your hands and feet together. We're gonna come to a forward fold. Your feet are gonna be a little bit wider than your hips, and you're gonna soften those knees again to really allow the torso to fall forward. Your weight is shifted forward a little bit, and then shake your head yes or no, releasing any tension from the neck, from the top of the spine, and allowing the crown of the head to reach for the floor. As you feel more comfortable here, you can start to straighten those legs, but start soft. Allow the body to acclimate. And take 2 more deep breaths here. Grounding into the feet, we're slowly going to roll up. So you're stacking your spine, your chin still connected to your chest, your head's the last thing to come up nice and tall on those shoulders. And just like we did in the beginning of our class, we're going to reach our arm up and back, kind of like that backstroke, little swim to open up the chest. And one more time on each side. I'm gonna face you. And the next thing we're gonna do is noodle arms. So you're just letting your arms be nice and relaxed here. And you're gently moving side to side, getting a little twist through the spine. The knees are kind of soft here, so you're letting the body move together. And this can grow bigger. And then slowly it can start to settle. Let those arms come down at your sides. Good. From here, we're just going to take a few half sun salutations to finish off this stretch. So we're going to inhale to reach the arms overhead, finding a nice long stretch through the arms. As we exhale, we're going to swan dive forward into that forward fold. Let the head and the hands relax down. Inhale to a half lift, bringing our hands to our shins and lengthening that spine out nice and long. Exhaling to forward fold. And then inhaling to reverse that swan dive, reaching the arms up, finding a nice tall extended Tadasana. We'll do that one more time. Exhale, swan dive into a forward fold. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, reverse that swan dive, reach the arms, open the chest towards heart center. And exhale, bring the hands down and release them down at your side. And pause here for a moment, close your eyes and just check in with the body. Notice how you're feeling from when you rolled out of bed this morning to right now. Taking 2 really big breaths here, the biggest inhale you've taken all morning. Exhale through the mouth with a sigh. We'll do that one more time. Inhaling really deeply. And exhaling. Slowly allow those eyes to flutter open. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you feel a little bit more awake and energized, a little bit more comfortable in your body, and in a better mood if you didn't wake up in one. So allow this mood now to carry you through the rest of your day. Remember, you can always come back to this space, to these short stretches, to your mat if you need a moment for yourself to pause, step back, take a deep breath, and then move forward again. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon.